22 January 1879. Hours after a British army is wiped out at Isandlwana, 4,000 Zulu warriors turn west toward a tiny mission station held by barely 150 men. This is the defense of Rorke's Drift. The post is nothing. 2 buildings beside a ford on the Buffalo River, a hospital, a storehouse, and a few dozen soldiers. Then 2 riders gallop in from the east with the news, Isandlwana is lost, and the Zulu reserve is coming here. Lieutenant John Chard, in command, makes the call, pressed hardest by Commissary James Dalton. A column of wounded men would never outrun an impi in the open. They will not run, they will fortify, and they will hold. Mealie bags, biscuit boxes, crates of tinned meat. The garrison throws up a barricade linking the hospital, the storehouse, and the stone kraal. They knock loopholes through the walls, and they wait. 100 mounted scouts arrive from Isandlwana and promptly ride off for safety. Watching them go, the native levies break and run too. In a single minute, the garrison is gutted to barely 150 men. Chard orders a second wall thrown up across the yard, a line of biscuit boxes. If the hospital falls, they will fall back behind it. The perimeter is already beginning to shrink. Behind the Oscarberg, Prince Dabulamanzi forms his regiments, the reserve that never fought at Isandlwana, fresh and hungry for a battle of their own. King Cetshwayo never ordered this. The raid is his alone. At 4:30, 600 warriors sweep around the hill and charge the south wall. The redcoats open fire at 500 yards, men fall in rows, and still the Zulus reach the barricade. Checked at the south wall, the main body pours around the buildings to the north, where bush and a sunken road let them close unseen. The fighting drops to bayonet and assegai across the sacks. Then the marksmen reach the terraces of the Oscarberg and begin firing down into the compound from behind. Of the 17 men who die this night, 5 are killed from the hill at their backs. By 6 o'clock, the north wall is gone and the hospital thatch is ablaze. Inside, a handful of privates hack through the interior walls with bayonets, dragging the bedridden from room to room as the fire takes hold. Private Henry Hook holds the last doorway almost alone, passing patient after patient through a hole smashed in the wall. 9 of the 11 men in the hospital are hauled out alive. With the hospital lost, the line contracts again. The cattle kraal is abandoned, and the survivors crowd into a small redoubt of mealie bags around the storehouse, the wounded sheltered at its heart. Charge after charge breaks against the storehouse through the dark. After midnight, the assaults slacken, replaced by the flash of muskets from the hill. By dawn, the defenders are down to their last 900 rounds of 20,000. And then nothing. At first light, the Zulus are simply gone, exhausted, melting back toward the river as Lord Chelmsford's column finally appears in the east. 17 British dead. Some 350 Zulu counted in the morning. 11 Victoria Crosses were awarded for that single night. 7 of them to the 24th Foot, the most ever won by a single regiment for one action. But the legend left something out. In the days that followed, many wounded and captured Zulu were quietly killed. History, like the fires of Rorke's Drift, rarely burns clean.